I mean, simply go to ukip.org and you'll see me, you'll see Lord Monckton. If you dig deeper, you'll see our thoughts on our failing education system in Britain. You'll see our thoughts on our failing public healthcare system. You know, we're a party that believes in less government, that believes in small government, that believes in liberty, freedom of the individual, and they're the things we fight for. If you look at ukip.org, you'll see links to all sorts of other things. You'll see links to my own websites, but that's the first place to look.
And in closing, I saw another BBC article yesterday about the government secretly bringing in foreigners. And I saw that 6-7 years ago with Tony Blair. I mean, this is a lawless government.
Yeah, I'm afraid, you know, we are a relatively small country geographically. Our population is going up at such a rapid rate. We're projected to go up to 70 million by 2020, where we were quite happily settled at 58 million when Mr. Blair came to power in 1997. We haven't got the roads, we haven't got the schools, we haven't got the hospitals.
Nigel Farage,
deeply worried.
We're out of time. Thank you so much. Godspeed. We're supporting you. Next hour, we've got Bob Chapman for your phone calls on the economy and a lot of other issues. Any topic you want to bring up, he can comment on it. He's a well-rounded, very informed fellow, as you know. And then we have the creator of Cryptome.org, really the forerunner of sites like WikiLeaks, who got shut down outside of government by Microsoft for putting up documents, which they admitted their internal documents, how they spy on everybody with no warrants for law enforcement and let law enforcement into your computer anytime they want with no warrants. That is coming up in the last hour today. Now, I want to open the phones up now specifically on the fact that they want to try to pass in the Senate in the next few weeks the greenhouse gas tax takeover of all levels of society. Same thing's happening in Europe outside of the governments. They're just doing it. We also need to get into Shell has global government vice president to push climate change propaganda. Their climate change officer, their vice president, is called a global government, not even governance, global government vice chairman, a vice president. I mean, this is the magnitude of what we're facing here. Do you realize the level? I want to get your take on it, how we can stop this. States are filing suit. Companies are filing suit. Attorney generals are filing suit. There's Roxanne Dekakic, I think you pronounce it, EVP, Global Government Relations, Shell International. I mean, it's the corporations that set up the global government. It's an empire. They just build a global government, pay off your politicians to sign over your rights. If they can't get the Congress or the Parliament to do it, they just come into the bureaucracy. It's total lawless corporate takeover. That's what the New World Order is a global corporate takeover. They want socialism to take your wealth and give it to themselves and make you dependent. Let's play a 30-second clip from a Dutch Royal Shell video press release. Here it is.
Shell, working for a new energy future.
Climate change, energy, and economic recovery are a hugely complex issue, and it will take more than governments alone to solve the problem. Industry needs to provide expertise, and government needs to step up with solid regulatory frameworks that signal where we need to invest to provide good solutions.
Shell, encouraging dialogue on the energy challenge.
All the major oil companies have run TV ads. I saw that months ago on CNN. I saw that, and they just put global government under her like it's no big deal. They're just introducing it to you, and then they have Time Magazine, Newsweek, the New York Times, and scores of other publications in the last month attacking Alex Jones, this talk show host, by name, saying, I am insane. Psychology Today had a cover story, featured story, I am insane. None of this exists. The New York Times a few months ago had an article about that film New World Order saying I was having basically a full schizophrenic event at a hotel believing there were men with black sunglasses and elites meeting. It was on record they were meeting there, but they think their readers are so stupid. They have such disdain for you that they sit there and openly announce world government everywhere. New York Times had an article written by Ban Ki-moon, Secretary General of the UN, calling for global government, global taxes on everything. And then separately, the New York Times writes, it doesn't exist. I am a raving maniac lunatic. That's what they think of you. That's who they think you are.